CVA's Accura Series, Bergara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being brought to you by 3rd Regiment Game Calls. Friends, family, and faith in the outdoors. One call at a time. All right, everybody, it's time for this week's Pictures of the Week. They're being brought to you by our friends over at Flowers Garden Center and Deer Processing. You guys can find them at 4550 Eatons Creek Road in Nashville, Tennessee. Get down there and let them take care of all your flower needs and gardening needs and get you set up this spring so you'll be ready to go. Be sure to tell them thank you for everything that they do for us here at the show. All right, our first picture here, this is Paul Neighbors, and this is another mess of catfish that Paul's caught here recently. He gets out and fishes a lot on Old Hickory Lake, and he's constantly bringing home a load of catfish, guys. I mean, he does it day in and day out, so congratulations on that one, Paul. That's another good day. All right, this is Jacob Willis, and this is a really nice bass that he caught on Percy Priest Lake. And I fished with Jacob last year. We filmed a crappie show together, had a good time doing a nighttime show for crappie. And he's always out there fishing here in Middle Tennessee. We appreciate him sharing that picture with us. All right, and this one here, these are some good friends of mine. This is the Works family. This is Ray and Alicia and Miles Works. And this, the morning about 2 weeks ago, as they were heading out on Miles's very first ever turkey hunt, his first hunt of any kind, where he was behind the gun. And they did have a great hunt. He ended up getting a shot at a bird, and he didn't get him, but they had an awesome time, and he's hooked for life. So congratulations. All right, awesome. And thanks to Mom and Dad for getting him out there and getting him in the woods. All right, and here on the end, this is Drew Wackerlin and Harold Bolton, and they had a great day crappie fishing Old Hickory Lake. Brought home a limit, and they caught over 75 fish that day. So on Old Hickory Lake, like I mentioned a while ago, guys, the lakes are on fire right now. Great time to be out fishing. Y'all can send your pictures to here's 474 James Robertson Parkway, Nashville, Tennessee, or get them to me on Facebook or at the email there on the screen, and we'll share them here on the show just as soon as we can. All right, welcome back to the studio. Again, we're joined by LSB Promotions tonight. I keep having a hard time saying it, guys, because we're all just buddies. So I'm just like, hey, Wes is here tonight, or whatever.
You don't have to say it, it's good.
But anyhow, no, it is exciting, guys, that basically this show is for everything. I mean, there's going to be fishing stuff there. There's hunting stuff. We've got guide services, all different types of products. But my point is, we keep saying, we're bringing the deer show back. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing too. Is what y'all got going. So let's talk just a little bit about the deer aspect of it on that end of the deal. Let's talk a little bit about the scoring part. How are we going to go about, if you've got a deer, somebody's out there watching tonight, they've got a deer in the garage, they shot last year or 10 years ago, whatever it is, and they want it scored, what do they need to do?
Just drag it into the deer head room, be over on the right side, check in.
And that's a separate entrance. That's a separate entrance side there to get your deer checked in, and then you'll be able to come into the main hall from there. Once you check your deer in. And now you guys have a pre-registration, right, Wes?
Yeah, it's online, and you can download it at tndeerexpo.com. And then we're accepting deer on Friday between 4 and 8, and then Saturday between 9 and 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And we just need your confirmation number or TWRA ID number. Yeah. And we're going to give away awards for different categories. And
it's not all just about the biggest deer in there.
There's going to be some other categories.
Bring your deer down. We want to see them all. There is going to be a display board. So if you choose, your deer can be put on display, for throughout the show. Right. People can come around and see it, but it don't have to be. You do have the option to have it scored. If you're from out of town or something, you can only stay one day, you can get your deer scored and take it on home with you. So you'll have that option either way. They'll be in good hands the whole time. So that's going to be, just an exciting deal in itself, just the deer scoring. But again, you've got some fishing vendors. Just the other night, Brian Carper signed up. And, Brian is a very well-known guide around Percy Priest Lake area, and in Old Hickory as well. I mean, just right here in Middle Tennessee, and appreciate him coming on so you can get down there and talk to your fishing guys. Apex Competitions, our buddies from Apex are going to be there.
Everybody needs to go by and check that booth out. It's going to be,
that's one of the most unique I mean, that's something new that's coming on that I'm telling you, it's going to catch on.
That's an outstanding opportunity for anybody for any kind of deer that you harvest, that you got an opportunity to win a place in the contest.
That's right. And last year, the Tennessee deer, there were several that placed and got nice checks. We're talking 2 and 3 year old, 120, 130 inch deer. We're not talking you have to go out and shoot 170. And, I mean, it is a really cool competition. They're going to have some good deals going on up there. Stop in there and see Wade and JD and be sure to tell them hi. We're going to be right there near them, throughout the weekend. But that's another booth you can go check out. I'm trying to think of some of the different ones. There's a lot of things. Joella Bates. Tell us a little bit about Joella. Now, what is she going to be doing?
Joella's she's not only going to be doing seminars for us, but she's going to have a display there that she does Joe camps, which is a way to introduce young people to archery and bow hunting. So she's going to be there doing that type stuff to help further the sport, because young people are the future of what we got going on here.
100%.
And if we don't get those guys coming in, our sport's going to die.
It is. And she plays a big role in that. And anybody that does, we've talked with Tracy Taylor, which, by the way, Taylor's Archery's going to be down there. There's another
Taylor's
one.
Going to be there,
But, Tracy, they're so involved with the youth and archery program. You've got the youth skeet and trap program now. We got the Bass Nation that we follow around all the time. So, I mean, all these are opportunities for kids to be able to get there and get them started in the outdoors. And so
absolutely.
that, anytime we're joined by them. So Taylor's is going to be there. Stop by and talk to Tracy. I think he's going to let Cam come down one day. He said he's going to leave him in the shop one day, let him come down one day.
There you go.
So we'll get to hang out with Cam for a little bit. He did some filming for us on last week's show. He's starting to get into some filming. He did a good job with that. But looking forward to having them. Let's talk too about the schedule. So what's the schedule going to be Saturday? What time do the doors open? And how what are the hours Saturday?
Saturday's 9 a.m. in the morning to 7 p.m. And we'll have seminars throughout the day, and then on Sunday it's going to be 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. And seminars throughout the day as well. And it's going to be a great show as far as different variability of different booths and different things that we bring to the show, as far as outfitters, guide services, and mineral feed supplements and that type of stuff.
Yeah. Not to mention too, just a place to, we talk about this with the fishing show every year, and it's going to be the same, no difference here. This is going to be like a big family gathering. There's so many people. You got to remember that's how this started. This is a rendezvous. It's not just for those that are on Tennessee deer hunters, but it is an opportunity for so many of these guys and girls that have talked back and forth for years. Now they're going to get to meet up, hang out, one-on-one in this environment. That's going to be really neat. So looking forward to learning more about that. Well, guys, right now let's go on over and do this week's product of the week. It's being sponsored by Caney Fork Outdoors. Y'all can find them at cfoutdoors.com, or you can get off I-40 at the Center Hill Dam exit, go to the bottom of the hill and make a right. You'll find them at the Big Rock Market. Let them take care of all your kayaking needs and get you set up to get on the beautiful Caney Fork River. All right, well, here in my hand I've got tonight a product of the week that is actually from us, and the reason I want to show these off, these are some of the new hats that we have got that are going to be for sale at the expo coming up this weekend. I get all kinds of messages about hats, and you guys bought me out of the last batch I had. We were completely out, so we've restocked. I just wanted to show y'all some samples. We actually have about 7 or 8 different varieties of these that we're going to have at the show. These are just a few of them.
They do look good.
So I got to give a shout out to my wife, Marcy. She takes care of all this and gets that done, and her and Southeast Impression. So we appreciate that. But guys, we're going to have those hats available, so be sure to stop by the booth and not only meet us, but pick up a hat or a t-shirt while you're there, and we'd love to see you. Well, we're going to get ready to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to open the phone lines and we'll have some more Southern Woods and Waters.